they thought he was just a waiter. But that night, the rude tourists learned a lesson they would never forget. In a busy downtown restaurant filled with laughter, clinking glasses, and the smell of fresh food, Marcus, a humble black waiter in his late 30s, moved gracefully between tables. Known for his warm smile and professional service, he treated every guest with dignity. But the evening took a bitter turn when a group of wealthy tourists walked in, their arrogance visible from the start. They mocked his accent, laughed at his polite manners, and whispered cruel jokes loud enough for everyone to hear. One of them even snapped his fingers and shouted, "Hey you, hurry up! We're paying good money here." The entire restaurant froze in silence, eyes shifting toward Marcus, waiting for his reaction. Though their insults cut deep, Marcus didn't let anger control him. With patience and self-respect, he continued to serve them with grace, refilling glasses and making sure their food arrived perfectly. But what they didn't know was that Marcus wasn't just any waiter. When the tourists finished their meal, they arrogantly demanded to see the real manager, certain that Marcus was too unimportant to handle their bill. To their shock, the restaurant owner walked out with a proud smile and placed his hand on Marcus's shoulder, introducing him not only as the head waiter, but also as his business partner, who had helped build the restaurant from the ground up. The tourists sat stunned, their smirks disappearing as shame washed over their faces. Marcus finally spoke, his voice steady and calm, saying, "Respect doesn't cost a dime, but the lack of it can cost you everything. You came here for a meal, but I hope you leave with something far more valuable, a reminder to treat every human being with dignity." The restaurant filled with applause, and the tourists lowered their heads, realizing they had just been taught a powerful lesson by the very man they had mocked. But the twist wasn't over. As the tourists prepared to leave, they reached for their credit card, only for the owner to politely say, "I'm sorry, but we don't serve guests who disrespect my staff. Tonight, you will not be allowed to pay here again. This restaurant is a place of respect, and without it, you are not welcome." Embarrassed beyond words, the tourists left silently, carrying with them the sting of humiliation and a lesson carved into their pride forever. That night, Marcus didn't just serve food. He served justice with dignity, and the story of his calm strength spread far beyond the walls of the restaurant. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful life lessons that will move your heart and keep you thinking.